This is Omnibus Fridays, episode 17, books behind me, and that is Fantastic Four by Waid and Waringa. This is one that it's Mark Buckingham too. Let's see who all the artists are. This is one that I have read, like, I think 2 orphaned issues from, and I really enjoyed them. There was a Best of Fantastic Four, and ironically enough, this was one of the best issues out of all of them. I'm not including this issue 1, because that was, that's kind of a cheat. I read that before, I believe, at the time. I do still have that trade, too. It's a hardcover. It's kind of, I wonder how, there's a few issues in there, actually. I remember now. I was gonna say if I still need that hardcover. I do still need it, because it was just like some random issues. This one collects Fantastic Four 60 to 70, and then 500 to 524. For issue 71, because it was a 500th issue, they went back to legacy numbering, which I think all comics should do. I don't understand why they don't. It's not like it's gonna be any less confused. I mean, comics are already kind of dying, so not that would like solve anything, of course. So here is the, and Marvel does do it. Here's the artwork. And Marvel does do it. Marvel, like, they'll have, like, issue 1 of Miles Morales' new series, but it's legacy number 107 or something like that. At the bottom. Do I have an example here? Let's see. That's not a good one. Show, no. I guess not. Alright, so this one, so actually, we're gonna check the, so penciler is Mike Waringo for 60 to 64, 500, 500 to 509 to 513, and 517 to 524. He's paired up with Mark Buckingham for 65 to 66, Casey Jones, 501 to 502, Howard Porter, 503 to 508, Paul Smith, 512 to 513, backups, and Paco Medina, 514 to 516. Then inkers, and I'm just going to show you the whole entire credits page. That's how hard that's going to be. Now this is one of those thinner omnibuses I was talking about when I was discussing my Image Comics hardcover, where it's pretty easy to read. It's not going to, like, be too heavy. And it was kind of like saying, like, how that Bitter Root book was almost as big as this. Like, this is like 800 pages, and it's like your average Marvel Comics omnibus size, and at the average price, $100. Some are 75. The ones that are 75 are the ones like Skyward, where it's like 400 pages to 500 pages, sometimes less than that. There's the back of the book. It's how it looks like on the dust jacket, which is the same exact as how it looks under, just without all this, same as the dust jacket itself. Now this is one that is out of print. There is going to be a new printing though, coming out next year, and I would already say to get it. It's Mark Waid. Everyone considers this to be the best Fantastic Four run, and I will definitely be reading this very soon. Just a quick little overview. I'm going to try and hold it up long enough so YouTube, with the automated thumbnails, can say, "Oh, this is a good thumbnail." Something like that. So I read a few orphan issues from it. It was a perfect pacing. Because back in the day, I was not the hugest Fantastic Four fan. I read some orphaned issues from the John Byrne run. I thought were good, but it's not what I was expecting. I guess I guess they had different pages. It was just too different from Spider-Man or whatever for me. I guess I don't know, but after reading the Jonathan Hickman run, I fell in love with Fantastic Four, and I read some orphan issues from John Byrne I really liked. My favorite probably is issue 236 from John Byrne's run so far that I've read. And then this one I had gotten my birthday 2 years ago. This is one of the cheap graphic novels comics that took 2 months to come in. And this is one that I had gotten the last copy of from cheap graphic novels. On Amazon, it was out of print. They were asking like $236 for this book, and I was like, no, 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 thank you. Like, hell no. I wouldn't even pay that much for like any book. So I wasn't gonna do that for a book that's out of print. So I got the last copy that was available at Cheap Graphic Novels, which was like one of those like the best decision ever kind of things. I do like Mark Waid's writing. I really liked his Superman Birthright. So far, I'm liking his, for the second time I've read it, his JLA Year One. He's a very good writer. He knows how to have good pacing in his comics, and I really enjoy his Archie series. I'm not a fan of Archie comics at all, and that was probably like one of the best reads I've read for a long time. Like, just insanely good. Um, and Mike Waringo, unfortunately, no longer with us. There is a he did do a Mark Waid, but it was with another artist. He did a kind of like follow up, if you will, to this called Fantastic Four Antithesis that came out recently. I have it on the Kindle. It was just I didn't want to get the somewhat overpriced because it's only 4 issues. I didn't want to get that the Treasury edition. It's like $34.99, and when I got the trade, I think it was like, it may have even been on sale. I'll have to check that. Let's see. I'm just gonna hold this up so it stays there. So YouTube picks up with their automated thumbnails, because I realized my Omnibus Fridays I just do it like this, and then I don't even show off the book. I'm not gonna hold up. Hopefully YouTube knows. Yeah, Fantastic Four, and hopefully YouTube knows. Hopefully YouTube already got 2 of them, at least 2 of them. There's the paperback, normal paperback version is, of course, it give me the issues. The normal paperback version is $17.99. Treasury edition. I must have gotten that one. I own these items. Yes, that's the one. Let's see. The order. Yeah, I got it for $5.49. It's cheap. Right now, they're asking you for, how much for it? First they do like, oh, you can get it for free for Comixology Unlimited. I don't know, but 33 points. So I would say probably like the same amount, almost the same amount as the Treasury edition, because they do that sometimes because it's a Treasury edition version for the trade. Like DC Comics, they had the deluxe edition that was like $29.99, but it was like 216 pages. But because it's deluxe edition printing, they can overcharge you for the digital edition. Like if I'm reading it on this, that's not a deluxe edition. If I'm reading it on like this, that's fine. That's a deluxe edition. But I mean, that's when it's not a hardcover. As I was saying, it's not an omnibus. It's a hardcover, but they call it a. This is the size of a deluxe edition. They're as big as a omnibus, and usually not as thick, because it is called an omnibus at that point. But yeah, it's kind of why does digital matter? Like the only thing, like I said, if like you could have like a 3D model of the book that you could go like this with, like ooh, oh wow, on the Kindle or whatever. But yeah, no point for that. No reason for that to be that expensive. I'll look it up again, but this time I'll do on private browsing mode. So I can just go to my history and hit that. So I'll have to take too long. And they're asking you, $24 for it. I would say get the issues physically or digitally. Or if you don't mind paying, like I think we said it was 20. Well, we said $17.99. I would say get the $17.99 trade paperback. That's worth it, I'd say, especially if you want it all physically from Mark Waid's run. But unlike Roger Stern's Spider-Man, this Antithesis is all you need for Mark Waid's Fantastic Four run. And also, he did a backup story for Fantastic Four 35 of the Dan Slott run. It's a 100-page or 80-page super spectacular 60th anniversary issue of Fantastic Four. Just like that, you'll find it. I mean, it's just like I think it was like 10-page backup story. You know, it's kind of like, you kind of don't need it, but if you want to be a completist like me, you're gonna want it. But that, as they say, is that Fantastic Four by Mark Waid. Next week, it will probably be Batwoman by Greg Rucka. Something that I have read at least a few, actually the same amount of issues as I've read for Fantastic Four. I keep thinking I finished that Batwoman Elegy trade, but I don't think I did. I think I had almost finished it, and then kind of like had other books to read, so I kind of put it to the side, and I got the omnibus, and how I am for that. But anyways, that, as I say, is that.